Hi, everyone. How are you? Oh, I'm excited to be back live. I'm just going to wait for a few seconds to see if everybody catches up. I am streaming from a few different places right now. So before we jump in, let me start talking about me just briefly. For those of you that know me, wonderful. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Lisa Foray, and I am a relationship coach. I have spent years dealing with toxic family members, toxic relationships, uh, bosses, the whole nine yards. And I really have spent the last 25 years of my life dealing with it and trying to figure it out, trying to figure out people, understand where they're coming from, getting coping mechanisms, and now helping others. So this challenge that I'm doing is the 5-day toxic free challenge, and it's all about how to kind of survive your family members, your friends, whoever you're going to go see during this holiday season. And like I said, I was raised with two very toxic parents, so this is kind of my jam. I know what I'm talking about. You're in good hands. So I think everybody has probably come. Thank you again very much for coming. So the first thing I want to do is kind of talk a little bit about where we are in the challenge, what's going to happen. So every day we're going to touch on a new topic. The schedule is in your workbook. And if you don't have the workbook, please let me know and I will get that out to you as soon as possible. If not right after this broadcast, then shortly after. It's a great little workbook. It does have homework in it, which we will talk about. And it also has, like I mentioned, the schedule that's in there to let you know what's going on for the next 5 days, but also bonus episodes if anybody wants to do some bonus episodes. So make sure you download that, or like I said, make sure you let me know and I can get it right out to you. So speaking of homework, each day you will have a homework assignment that is also in your workbook. Today is no exception. Today we're starting off our first day of class, but yes, we have homework. You'll fill out the homework and post it in the group to be eligible to win a prize at the end of the week. And it's pretty exciting. So I mean, granted, I made the prize, but I still love it. So let's dive right in. And today we are talking about getting clear on why you're visiting family this holiday season. So first of all, before I jump into the actual meat of this first day of this challenge, I do want to just spend briefly a moment talking about. I'm so sorry, my cat is scratching at the door trying to get out, and I don't want to get up to let him out. So anyway, um, oh my goodness, where was I? He got me all flustered here. I want to talk briefly about COVID. I know it's surging. I live in Maine, and I know that the cases are surging here, and cases are surging all over the United States. So if you do go out of your COVID bubble, whatever they're calling it, please just be careful, be safe, and be calculated. I think that's really important. Great that you're taking precautions, but just make sure you're taking the right ones, and you know what you're doing, and you're grown-ups, of course you know what you're doing, and just be safe while you're doing it. um, so why are you going to visit family? Really, truly, why are you going to visit? Because that is really the most, oh sweet mother, hold on, go, get out, get out, get out, get out. Oh, forgive me, I couldn't listen to him scratching anymore. So, well, why are you going to visit family? So there's a few reasons. First of all, you love them, which is wonderful. But if you're on this little broadcast with me, chances are you don't really feel all warm and fuzzy for them. Guilt. Oh, God, guilt is a huge factor, isn't it? It's a huge driver. And tradition. A lot of times people just do things on tradition. It doesn't always it are you doing something but you don't recognize the harm in it, which is always huge. And a lot of times that's why we keep that tradition going, because after a year your mind is kind of set up to not totally forget something, but really take the edge off of it. So after a year goes by, you kind of forget how bad the last year was when you were visiting family. So maybe, you it's like I said, it's just tradition, and you don't know the harm that it's doing. And maybe you're just on autopilot. Maybe you don't know exactly. I don't know, the intricacies of the toxic people that are there or anything like that. That's always a possibility. So you really got to you have to figure out why you're going. You have to get clear on why you're going, because it is really that's a necessity. I mean, if you're gonna try to focus on your mental health, then you have to make sure you got to know why you're doing it. So Um, another thing, you need to have realistic expectations. Truly, you do, and this goes for anything in life. But you need to have realistic expectations. Nothing is worse than wanting a Hallmark movie and realize you're actually starring in the movie Blood In or Blood In, Blood Out. Yeah, those Hallmark movies are a bitch. Sweet Mother, like honestly, how many small town girls can meet the love of their life or their high school sweetheart 20 years later? I mean, come on, they don't exist. Can we please stop? It's like Photoshop, right? For movies. Um, can we please stop doing this unrealistic garbage and have normal Hallmark movies, or really any movies? So, you need to be aware of that and have those realistic expectations, because they won't let you down as much. That old saying, hope for the best, expect the worst. It's kind of that deal. And you know your family, and only you can know what to truly expect if you don't lie to yourself. And I think that's really key. You can't lie to yourself. You have to be truthful with yourself. And this kind of goes back to what I was saying before, in that, a year has passed, 11 months has passed, that you are in that scenario again, that environment again. And who knows, you could hope for the best. Maybe Uncle Billy has changed. Maybe Aunt Sarah has gone into anger management. I don't know, but you know what I mean. So there's a lot of times you don't. Whoop, earthquake. You don't. You don't remember. Maybe you don't want to remember exactly what those people were like, what that environment was like, what those conversations were like. So you have to be aware of that. Another thing that you want to do is set your agenda. This is all going back to getting clear on why you're visiting, getting clear on what you're going to do while you're there, which is also very important, because again, an old saying, be prepared. It's less stressful when you are prepared. So set your agenda, another way to prepare. How much time are you going to spend there? I know for myself, for the longest time, I used to go down to Pennsylvania to my in-laws' house. And, I would know how much time we were spending there. Where are you sleeping? Are you sleeping in your parents' home, your old childhood home, your in-laws? Are you sleeping in a hotel? Where are you going? And who will you be with? And I think all of those together, because that is essentially all of your time that you're going to be there. And let's not forget that holidays are really a true test of healthy families. You have all these people that are there, and in this little kind of holiday coma, where people are just walking around, oh, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all of that. But you know are they are they truthful? Are they um hmm, I don't know how to say it, but you want to make sure you have all of this stuff in place before you get there. Because once you do get there and you decide, oh, no, I'm going to go stay in a hotel, well, maybe your family doesn't want to hear that. Maybe your family doesn't want to see you in a hotel, and you should be, sleeping in your old bed, or, sleeping in, Uncle Billy's downstairs basement. He's got, it's fully furnished or whatever, and you don't want to. So you need to make those plans right away and stick to them. And, in a couple days, we will talk about boundaries. So, speaking of who will be with you, another great thing to try to remember is to have an ally. And that's really important. So, there are safety in numbers, and it's true for just safety out in the world, when you're walking home at night or something like that. But it's also true for mental health. There's safety in other people, just hearing what that other person is saying, the person that's being nasty to you, there's safety in people around you, kind of feeling the same way you do, because there are others. And, that's another thing. You shouldn't have to bear the burden alone, but you also don't know if those people, you're going to be their hero. To those people, because they could honestly be feeling the exact same way you are. They could be feeling this heaviness that they're going to see these people that they don't truly want to go see, but they can't admit it. So maybe it's up for you to kind of, lead that way, start that. So, and the most important thing, in my opinion, mental breaks. We need them. We all need them. We need them every day. That's why we sleep at night. We need that mental break. That's a big one, but still. So, what do you want to do? You want to, make sure you do whatever you have to, whatever makes you happy, whatever refocuses you, you need to do. So, whether it's taking a walk, reading a book, taking a nap, playing Sudoku. I mean, I did all of these when I was at my in-laws' house way back when. When it just got too much for me, and I couldn't deal with it, and I really couldn't talk to anybody because I didn't really have an ally. I would go play Sudoku, or I would go take a nap or something. And not only would it recharge me and refuel me, but I kind of knew that that time had now passed. So it was, maybe a half an hour that now has passed. So, kind of win-win for me. So I think that's really it. So really what I'm trying to say is just to make a plan. If you know you're going to visit people that are toxic or just plain bad for your peace, then you need to recognize that, and you need to be proactive. Yes, it's their fault for being toxic and for being nasty and for being um, just these people that you don't want to be around, because, let's face it, after you're a certain age, it's all on you. So, yeah, they shouldn't be the way they are. But if you know that you're going to a place that is going to be filled with these kind of people, then um, you need to address that within yourself. You need to understand that you're going to need that plan. You're going to need those mental breaks. You're going to need that ally. You're going to need to know what that agenda is, so you can take off and, maybe go visit a friend that you haven't seen in a while. I don't know, maybe go catch a movie. Or again, I preface this all with, being careful with COVID. But you understand what I'm saying is, you just have to make sure that you're taking care of yourself. Because you know what? If you're not taking care of yourself, you may be the one that seems toxic. You may be the one who's nasty, because you know what's in store for you. So nip it in the bud right now and move forward. And if you have to go, then do these things that I'm suggesting, and you're really going to see a difference in, how you interact with other people, how you get along with other people. And I'll guarantee, well, I don't want to guarantee, but I'll bet you that you're going to feel a lot better when you come home as well, because there is going to be a time when you're coming home. So let's go over the work real quick and talk about the home. So what I like to do in the homework, I'm sorry, in the workbook is everything that I just kind of talked about. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to fill in the blanks for you. So you can have that as kind of a reference for later on. But then we're going to talk quickly about the homework. So day one in your workbook is getting clear, like I said, on why you're visiting. So that's day one. So let's go through it together. Family gathering can be stressful. Ha. Stressful time unless you come prepared. Yes. So the ways to do this. The ways to do this are exactly really what I went through kind of in bullet point. So the first one is understanding why you're going. That's the big one. But the second is have realistic expectations. Like I said, everybody wants that Hallmark movie, but so few of us get it. It's so true. The third one is set your agenda. Like I said, no, and you know what? You can also assign time to it too. If you only want to spend a half an hour, then you only spend a half an hour because you're also an adult. Number four, make sure you have that ally if you can. It really, truly helps. You will be so surprised by not only having that ally for yourself, but perhaps knowing now how that other person is feeling too. That's huge. And number five is my personal favorite and something I have to do every single day because I'm no better either. I've been studying this and I've been learning about it, but it doesn't matter. I can't get away from either sometimes. So I also need those mental breaks. So that was number five. Next one is that having unrealistic expectations is the number one reason we struggle to create and or keep a toxic mindset. Because let's face it, like I said, we all want that Hallmark moment. We don't get it. But yet, time and time again, every single year, we continue to think that maybe this year will be different. Maybe this year will be different. Oh, if we could only do this, if we could only do that. Unrealistic expectations. You know your family, you know your friends, you know whoever you're going to see. So just admit it, and it may be a little bit easier for you. The next one, you have to make sure that you come first. You truly do. So you can stay strong and sane for when this time is over. Because, the very bottom, remember that this too shall pass. And it will. Sweet son of a bitch, it may pass really, really slow, but it's going to pass. So, your homework for tonight is to get clear and write it down. So, I will be visiting my family because. Give me a little sentence. Why are you visiting your family? I'd love to know about it. I want to bring blank and blank with me for break times. So, what do you want to bring? Like I said, I love my Sudoku. I love it, love it, love it. So that is a huge mental break for me. But your mental break can be anything you want it to be. It doesn't matter. It could be, geez, I don't know, the Inquirer, the National Enquirer. It doesn't matter. Whatever turns your brain off for a second, or at least gets it to another space to get that break. That's all that matters. There's only so much time I have during this holiday, and I will spend it doing what? Blank. So let me know about that too. And then the other ones are I will be following these 5 steps to combat their negativity. So what are those 5 steps? Whatever you can, say mine, or maybe some of your own. That would be one. And then my goal for this holiday is 2. So if you're going to spend time during this holiday with these people, with whomever you choose to spend your time with, what is your goal? Is your goal just to get through it? Is your goal maybe to see a new family member, a new family member by marriage, or maybe a new baby? Or is your goal to reconnect with somebody? What are your goals? Again, I would love to hear those. So that is all for me. I highly encourage you to do the homework and put it into our little community, Lisa Foray. the public page. Drop it in there. You'll see my little graphic shortly after this is over and uploaded into the Facebook or StreamYard or wherever, YouTube, wherever I'm streaming right now. And get that homework in there. You'll be eligible for that grand prize at the end, which is, like I said, pretty cool. And feel free to reach out to me. I am right behind this monitor. Oh, another earthquake. I am right behind this monitor every single day, helping you navigate through these times. And I'm here for whatever you need. So feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to email me. But get on Facebook, hit that message, and I'll answer you as soon as I can. And if you don't have any questions, feel free to always let me know how you're doing. I'd love to hear some good success stories too. Okay, great. Thank you so much. I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye.